There are two kinds of millionaires: those who grind for decades to reach a number, and those who build a system that makes millions in years, not lifetimes. The difference? Control. It's the invisible thread that separates the slow, plodding path from the fast, intentional one. One is about endurance, the other is about leverage. And while both roads may lead to financial success, they couldn't be more different in how they shape your life along the way. Two paths, two outcomes. Imagine two people sitting across from each other at a coffee shop, both technically millionaires, but living vastly different lives. Let's call them Sarah and Alex. Sarah represents the traditional route, the slow path. She worked tirelessly as an accountant for 30 years, climbing the corporate ladder rung by rung. Every promotion felt like progress, every bonus added to her growing nest egg. But now, at 58, she's finally reached financial comfort. Her retirement account is healthy, her house is paid off, and she can afford vacations twice a year. Yet when you ask her how she feels about her journey, there's a hint of regret in her voice. "I did everything right," Sarah says, stirring her latte thoughtfully. "I saved diligently, invested conservatively, and avoided unnecessary risks. But looking back, I realize I spent most of my life waiting for the next raise, the next milestone, the next stage of life. Now I'm here, and I wonder if it was worth all the sacrifices." Across the table sits Alex, who took the fast path. At just 42, he owns multiple businesses, generates passive income through real estate investments, and spends his days mentoring young entrepreneurs or traveling with his family. Unlike Sarah, Alex didn't wait decades to enjoy the fruits of his labor. He designed a system that multiplied his wealth exponentially over time. "It's not about working harder," Alex explains, leaning forward with enthusiasm. "It's about working smarter. I realized early on that time is the ultimate currency. So instead of trading hours for dollars, I focused on building systems that work for me. My goal wasn't to save for retirement, it was to create a life where retirement became optional." Their stories highlight the stark contrast between these two paths. One works for money, the other makes money work for them. Sarah traded her time for a paycheck, relying on promotions and annual raises to inch closer to her goals. Meanwhile, Alex built businesses, acquired assets, and created income streams that generated revenue without requiring constant effort. One saves for retirement, the other builds a life that doesn't need one. For Sarah, retirement is the light at the end of the tunnel, a distant finish line she's been running toward her entire career. But for Alex, retirement isn't even part of the equation. His wealth-generating systems allow him to live fully in the present, unburdened by the fear of running out of money later. One invests in mutual funds, hoping for 8% a year. The other owns businesses, assets, and systems that generate exponential returns. Sarah followed conventional advice, funneling her savings into index funds and bonds. While her portfolio grew steadily, it lacked the explosive potential of Alex's approach. By owning cash-flowing properties, launching scalable startups, and investing in innovative ventures, Alex achieved growth rates far beyond what traditional methods could offer. One asks for a raise, the other creates income streams that don't need permission. Sarah spent years negotiating salaries, angling for promotions, and proving her value to employers. Alex, on the other hand, bypassed the corporate gatekeepers entirely. He created opportunities that were entirely within his control, eliminating the need for anyone else's approval. Cheap with money versus cheap with time. Another key distinction lies in their priorities. One values frugality above all else, while the other prioritizes efficiency and impact. The slow path millionaire. Sarah embodies the classic archetype of the slow path millionaire. She clips coupons religiously, drives an old car well past its prime, and meticulously tracks every expense. To her, saving money is a badge of honor, a testament to her discipline and resourcefulness. But this mindset comes at a cost. "I used to think being cheap was smart," Sarah admits during our conversation. "But now I see how much time I wasted trying to pinch pennies. I missed out on experiences, opportunities, and moments with loved ones because I was too focused on cutting costs. Her thriftiness helped her accumulate wealth, but it also reinforced a scarcity mindset. Instead of leveraging her resources to buy back time or pursue passions, she remained trapped in a cycle of delayed gratification. The fast-path millionaire Alex, however, operates under a completely different philosophy. He values time more than money, outsourcing tasks, delegating responsibilities, and focusing exclusively on high-value actions. Why spend hours mowing the lawn when he can hire someone to do it in minutes? Why waste energy managing minutiae when he can delegate those tasks to trusted professionals? Time is the only asset we can't get back, Alex emphasizes. So why would I waste it on things that don't move the needle? If outsourcing gives me more time to focus on growing my business or spending quality time with my family, it's worth every penny. This shift in perspective allowed Alex to accelerate his journey to financial freedom. By investing in himself and surrounding himself with capable teams, he maximized his productivity and minimized distractions. As a result, he reached his goals faster and enjoyed the process along the way. One reaches financial comfort, the other reaches financial freedom. Financial comfort and financial freedom sound similar, but they're worlds apart. Financial comfort. Sarah has achieved financial comfort. She no longer worries about paying bills or affording basic necessities. But her lifestyle remains constrained by the limitations of her chosen path. She still counts pennies, plans carefully, and avoids taking risks. Her wealth provides security, but not abundance. Financial freedom. Alex, on the other hand, enjoys true financial freedom. His wealth-generating systems provide enough passive income to cover his desired lifestyle multiple times over. He doesn't worry about budgets, market fluctuations, or unexpected expenses. Instead, he focuses on creating, exploring, and contributing to causes he cares about. His wealth gives him options, not obligations. The choice is yours. The fast path isn't about restrictions, it's about options. It's not about sacrificing today for tomorrow. It's about designing a system where your time is free and your wealth grows without limits. Consider Mark, a former engineer turned entrepreneur. After years of climbing the corporate ladder, he grew disillusioned with the slow pace of advancement. Determined to take control of his destiny, he started a side hustle selling custom software solutions. Initially, it required long nights and weekends of unpaid labor. But once his business gained traction, he began hiring employees, automating processes, and scaling operations. Within 5 years, his company generated enough revenue to replace his engineering salary entirely. Today, Mark runs his business remotely, splitting his time between coding projects and surfing waves in Bali. The best decision I ever made was realizing I didn't have to wait 40 years to live the life I wanted, Mark reflects during a podcast interview. Once I stopped playing by society's rules and started designing my own game, everything changed. So the question isn't if you'll become a millionaire. It's how long you're willing to wait. Will you spend decades grinding away, hoping your savings will eventually add up to something meaningful? Or will you embrace the fast path, leveraging systems, strategies, and scalable opportunities to multiply your wealth in a fraction of the time? As Alex puts it, life is too short to settle for someday. Start building a future you'll actually want to live in today. Because the sooner you stop waiting, the sooner you'll start living.